Hey Matt, this is Chris from Devan Low. I appreciate your patience and I owe you an apology. I meant to give you this walk around video that I'm fixing to upload to YouTube here hours ago, but my phone camera has been acting up and I haven't been able to figure it out. Finally, I reset the camera settings on my phone, so let's see if this one will work. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube. I made another walk around video for another customer the other day and the file on that was corrupted also, so I could not use that one. So I'm gonna make a brand new one, and this is it. So this is a Cadillac Escalade Sport Platinum. This was owned by the owner of the dealership, Miss Kendall, and this is the crystal white tri-coat, which this video will never do this justice, but it is absolutely stunning paint on here, just beautiful. Of course, you know, looking down here, you got beautiful wheels on it too. So just a very, very good looking vehicle, no matter which side of it you are. So I'm going to start off in the back here, and so these are the buttons for the third row seating. You know, basically a third row switches it's a rocker switch, so I can like that, and then it will, you can also switch it the other way and it will go back to where you started. The second row is slid back so far that I can't fold it all the way down here, so forgive me for that. The second row, you can manually mash this button, then it will drop that seat. If I hit it again, it opens up to allow access to the third row. More about that in a second. You also have a 110 style household outlet right here. So I'm gonna go to the second row and show you what that looks like. So in the third row, you have USB-C chargers on both sides. Just a beautiful vehicle. There's a lot of room back there. I'm going to put this seat back. There's also a power switch right here to allow people in the third row to, you know, mash this button and collapse this seat down right here to allow in and out access to the third row. Of course, captain's chairs in the second row here. I'm going to slide it back. You do have the rear media system in here, which these are not DVD monitors anymore. This is something between a computer and a TV. So I'm gonna hop in back here. So back here you have heated seats for the second row, and then down here you also have USB-C, HDMI, USB-C right here. If I mash this right here, the drink holders will fold out for you. But these are cool though. These monitors are cool because you can use these as a you know, as a computer. You can also use them as a, you know, the kids can follow the navigation, so they're not asking you how you know, how much further or how much longer until you get to your destination on a long trip. They would have access to that from here if you allowed them the access to begin with. So you can hook up a PlayStation or an Xbox back here. This kid can be player 1, that kid over there can be player 2, or he can watch like YouTube Kids or whatever, or browse the internet while this guy plays you know, PlayStation or something. So it really is the best of both worlds. I mean, it is better than a TV, better than a computer. It is both. So cool stuff there. The headphones are in that center console right now, and I'm going to go up to the front and show you more about that here in a second. Of course, it does have power assist running board, so you close the door and then they will automatically close. When I open the door, they're going to open back up again. So that's a cool feature. Over here, I'm going to pull this into the shade so I can show you some of these features. You won't be able to pick it up probably here, but there's an intercom system that is picking up my voice. So now, if you want to fuss at your kids in the back seat, I have two 17-year-old daughters and a 19-year-old boy. So trust me, I understand sometimes every now and again you got to fuss at them. But if you have to do that, there's never this incredibly comfortable ride. It is the most luxurious SUV in the world, period. But now my voice is being broadcast through the audio system in the vehicle, which, by the way, I think there's 36 speakers in here. So they would always be able to, to hear you just at a regular talking voice. Looking at the display is gorgeous, 33-inch display in here. On this side, I'm going to show you some of the features right here. If I mash that, you've got trip 1, trip 2, or you can collapse that stuff down into nothing. And then over here, you've got different options for your display in front of the driver. So for example, this is the gauge feature right here. So it's just showing you some basic gauges. And over here, I can mash this button that says map. Now I'm looking at the GPS, and I've also got it over here so I can, zoom out or zoom in. If I get lost, I can recenter it here. This one you can't pinch it in or interact with it, but it is cool to have, two different views, especially if you're in a town maybe you're unfamiliar with. I can also have the display, and you still have, all of the stuff you need. Your posted speed limit, your miles per hour, your gas gauge, what your suspension is doing, your compass, miles, which by the way are 19,594 on this one. What your transfer case is doing over here. So there's still a ton of information here, what gear you're in. So back to this stuff over here, I can also mash this. It says AR or augmented reality. And then now this becomes a video camera. And I'm going to back up here just so you can see exactly what this looks like. But we're kind of looking at the building right there. Hopefully the screen won't get washed out. But now you can see with the augmented reality how cool that is. I'm going to put it back in the shade because I'm having a hard time seeing the phone screen right now. So back into the shade we go. It also has this button right here that says night vision on it. So basically, this stuff right here, again, I'm looking at a building right now, so that's what you're seeing in the augmented reality on the dashboard. But this stuff right here would become night vision, which is amazing. So for the vehicle that kind of has it all, this is something extra. The night vision, basically, if there is a deer on the side of the road at night, or a dog, in a ditch or something, you would be able to see all that stuff with the night vision function. I can't interact with it right now because it's not night, and if it were to turn on, it would damage the sensors. But really, really cool vehicle. This one also has this button on the side of the seat right here. This is your massaging seats. So, and let me tell you something. I'm going to turn them on right now. This is a legitimate massaging seat. So you can roll. It is an incredible massage. Incredible. This is also like you can have it kneading or whatever. So there's all kinds of different things that this will do. Really, really cool massage. And again, it's a legitimate. It's just like as good as the one you would sit in at the mall, or if you had a really good massage chair at your house. This would this is on par with all of those things. So incredible massaging seats in here, and it feels fantastic. I wish you could experience this. So the some other features on here is we've got the ambient lighting, which turns us into a totally different experience. And there is, I think, 1 million customizable colors. Here's a few of the highlights, but you can customize it as well. So, and it's like sitting in a spaceship at night. I mean, it's just amazing. This vehicle also has the Super Cruise on it. So this is the sensor for Super Cruise. And if it were turned on, this would be, your steering wheel would be illuminated in green right here. And basically that is self-driving on over 400,000 miles of highways and interstate in the United States. And of course, during your trip, by the time you got there, if you're using Super Cruise, by the time you get there, there is a profound, your driver fatigue would be profoundly reduced by the time you reached your destination. Having said that, it drives better than you can drive, better than I can drive, better than a race car driver, and it is setting the adaptive cruise at 70, and then it is, it's doing turning your signal on and changing lanes to go around slower traffic. It's doing all of these things, and you're not braking, using the gas pedal, steering, nothing. You're just have your head facing forward, and that's what this sensor is monitoring to make sure that you're paying attention to the road. So neat stuff there. But this is an amazing vehicle. You've also got the panoramic sunroof, which is fantastic. You've got switches up here to control the third row seats from here or lift the tailgate. In the center console right now, I have these two headphone cases for the headphones that come with the rear media. But this right here, if I mash this button right here, it turns on this as a refrigerator or freezer, so which is amazing. I mean, just a really, really, this vehicle, it's got it all. So, the most luxurious SUV in the world. This is also USB-C, USB-A charging for up here. There's also wireless charging as well. If you drop your phone in here, it will charge wirelessly, and it's also fast charging, so that's great. So an amazing vehicle. Transfer case is over here. It does have adaptive air ride suspension, so if you mash this button, it will lower the whole vehicle down, and you can adjust it. You can raise the vehicle with this button right here. It does have four-wheel drive as well. These are your electric trailer brakes right here. Heated and cooled seats, of course. The controls are right here on the door. But I would love to earn your business. Please give me a call, 205-405-8091. We also have 25s that are, we actually got our first 225 Escalades. They just showed up today. And I've got a couple of 24s. This is a 22 that the owner owned. It's been meticulously maintained. I did find earlier there is this blue line here on the display, so I'm actually going to drive this into service and have them fix that. But that would be fixed before we sold it. But again, if you have any questions, please give me a call, 205-405-8091 at your earliest convenience. Thank you so much, and God bless. Bye-bye now.